Hi there and welcome to the Body Crafting program. It's a program that's going to work over a few weeks. It includes some high intensity circuits. It involves some time challenges. We've got some weightlifting burners, some core attacks, some cardio blasts, high intensity circuits. Basically, we're going to attack every area of the body. Make sure that your diet is in control because you want to see some gains. So make sure that you're eating well and healthily. But this is all about the exercise program. The Body Crafting begins now. Hopefully you're going to enjoy it. Make sure you take notes of all the weights you're using, because over the next few weeks we're going to be improving and increasing the weights. We're going to be taking the rest times down and making every single workout progressively more difficult and keep those challenges going. There are some time challenges in the plan as well, so we can definitely mark some progress. Hi and welcome to Body Crafting workout number 1. As with all exercise sessions, you should do some form of warm-up before you start. So for instance, you could do a little bit of jump rope, you could be doing some run in place, whatever it is that gets your heart rate up. Make sure that you've done some stretches before we start. Okay, this workout has the workout warm-up included, and I've just said basically 5 minutes of whatever type of warm-up you want to do, and then we go into air squats. So we're looking to do 3 sets of 10 reps of air squats with a 30-second rest in between, and this should move you straight into the workout. Make sure that you're nice and warmed up and you've got your legs pumped. Okay. One of the things about squats is that you can really add some power to your lower body by including a small jump. So we're going to look at doing a jump squat, which is basically just coming up gently on every squat. If you can land on the balls of your feet, make sure you're not clumping, it's nice and light as you come up. And you could do maybe 2 sets of 8 reps with a 45-second rest in between. Jump squats are a fantastic way to get you a little bit more athletic and really get your lower body pumped up. One of the most basic exercises for biceps is the standing bicep curl. One of the things that you need to do is make sure that your elbows are not flaring out, and when you bring the dumbbell up, you lower it nice and slowly, under control. Now what we're going to do is maybe 12 reps, and when we're doing a standing bicep curl, what we want to do is make sure that the weight is enough for us to feel a burn in our biceps by the 12th rep. So it should be difficult, but you shouldn't be swinging and using momentum to get the bicep working and bringing the weight up. So I've just got an 8-kilogram dumbbell here, and possibly by the time I get to my 12th rep I could do a few more. So this would be a little bit too light, I would think. But we're going nice and slowly. Make sure that it's about 2 seconds to lower it. Up in 1 and down in 2. And there's my 12 reps. I'm going to do 3 sets of 12, and I'm going to have maybe a 60-second rest in between. One of the classic exercises for chest is the flat bench chest press. And today we're going to do it with dumbbells. Some people tend to put weights up onto their chest using their knees. But what we're going to do is push up. We're going to do 3 sets of 12. Make sure that you have a weight that makes you fail at 12 reps, and in between each set you're going to have a 50-second rest. You can push right up. There are some variations to the chest press if you want to make it harder. You can keep one arm up and do one at a time. This brings the core into the exercise a little bit more, but if you're new to exercising, you can keep with the traditional chest press. Some people want the range of motion, that is how far your arm goes down, to go very deep. This is okay. If you're looking at going very heavy, then maybe you wouldn't want to do this because it could possibly damage your shoulder. So I tend to go to about a 90-degree angle and push up, and I like to use single arm because I think that just works the core a little bit more. But like I say, the traditional chest press of just pushing up and doing your reps is good. Then you can put the weights onto your legs and drop them down. Make sure that you don't hurt your back. And like I say, 12 reps should actually give you a nice burn in your chest, and we're doing 3 sets of 12 with a 60-second rest in between. Now we're going to work shoulders. Now a classic exercise for shoulders is a standing dumbbell shoulder press. What we're going to do is 16 reps, 3 sets with a 60-second rest in between. So what we're doing is making sure that our core is engaged. I tend to squeeze my glutes to make sure that is happening. That protects our lower back, and that my feet are firmly on the floor. And then I push up with a nice feeling of being athletic and strong, and push them all the way up. And I'm going to do my 16 reps, and then I'm going to have a 60-second rest. Obviously keep your back nice and straight. Make sure that your core is engaged and your glutes are nice and tight, and that way you will minimize any risk of a back injury. And now we're going to work out core. So on the floor is where we're going to be for the next set of exercises. So here we are on the floor, and we're going to do the laying leg lifts. As you can see, I have my hands under my glutes. This is to protect my lower back, and I make sure that my back is in contact with the floor the entire time I am raising up my legs. One of the things to try and point out is that you want to stop it being momentum and make sure that it is your core that is bringing your legs down. So we could go slower and maybe make every repetition last about 3 seconds. And that way you will be hitting your core rather than using your momentum. The last core exercise is a double crunch. The reason it's called a double crunch is because you're going to be bringing your knees up while bringing your chest up. So that is a double crunch. Make sure that your back is nice and flat on the floor. You're not straining your neck. It is your abs that are doing all the work. And bring your knees up towards your chest. So that is your first session with body crafting. I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure that you take a note of every weight that you use throughout the session, because as I said at the beginning, we're going to look at making progress, and the only way to make sure that you are making progress is by taking good notes about the weights you're using, the reps, sets and the rest time.